to my YouTube video today. I'm not sure why my voice kind of croaked there at the beginning. Hopefully that wasn't caught on camera. Okay, either way, you guys, this is going to be a little bit of like a little mixed bag kind of video. So it's not going to be the typical video that I usually make, but it is going to be a combination of both my booktube kind of content and then my like more makeup lifestyle kind of content. Okay, kind of smushed in together, all while I'm actually unboxing the Ipsy August Glam Bag Plus. But there's a reason why I actually really wanted to get the August one. So you guys, as I'm going to unbox this, if I do happen to have any kind of pricing, I don't know how I'm gonna edit it and where I'm gonna put the pricing, but it's gonna be somewhere around the edges of the screen. Now I will put right down here what the actual price for the subscription for the Glam Bag Plus is. Here for Ipsy, it is a makeup subscription. I'm not being sponsored and I'm not affiliated. This is an actual subscription that I actually bought with my own dollars. And then at the very end, I am going to give you guys the total, if I do have it, of what the actual worth of my particular bag is, because you can actually choose a few options to your liking, which is something that I actually did. Just to give you guys an idea of how this video is gonna go, I am gonna unbox it, talk about the products, show them to you guys, and then more around the middle kind of, I am gonna try on the products that I've been wanting to try. That's why I don't have any kind of eye makeup today. Also, I don't have any kind of lipstick or lip stain or anything like that on my lips other than just lip balm. Just very simple because my lips get so dry, you guys. But I just wanted to let you guys know this isn't just going to be a makeup related video. It is going to be a little combination of some bookish stuff too, and some books that I've been actually reading, and hopefully giving you guys a little like tidbit as to what I'm going to be reviewing here on my channel, which I'm hoping to do very soon. Hopefully if I have time, because my gosh, it's been very busy. All right, you guys, so I do have the August Ipsy Glam Bag Plush right here. Any information as per any unboxing that I do here will be linked down below. So let's just get to it. I actually love how easy it is to open this. So let me pull this out. Ooh, oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so we have this little bag right here. It's like a little drawstring bag here for Ipsy. I think that's the actual bag that they're actually giving for this month, I want to say. And then I also have here on the side the actual palette that I actually got, which I'm going to talk to you guys about that because that has something to do with also bookish related stuff. Either way, you guys, how about we get started? I'm going to do the palette kind of last because that's going to actually explain why I decided to kind of do this kind of like a little mixed video here. So I do have here the card which says August 2020, the future is yours. Here we do have some information about some ingredients that you may want to look into that are in some products. So I don't know, it's something very different. Usually I'm kind of more used to actually getting the list of the products that are actually in the actual bag, but for some reason it's not on there this time around. So here, let me pull one item out. Already we have in Beauty Project right here. It says glaze. I do remember this one. This one was supposed to be a lip oil. So this is how the packaging actually looks. Very vibrant, very nice. And let me open this up. Now this is an actual clean beauty kind of product, so it's not going to have this silicone synthetic fragrance and animal derived kind of ingredients. So if you're into that, this is a product that would probably work for you guys. This is how it looks. Now I did like this because it is kind of a lip oil, but it has a hint of reddish. Let me open this up already just to kind of see how it smells. Ooh, the doe foot looks really weird, but it smells good though. Look at that. Doesn't it look kind of off, or it's just me? It looks like it's mold, but it's actually the hairs on the actual doe foot applicator, and it doesn't smell bad. It actually smells really good. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, so the other item I do have here is a rollerball gloss by Incredible. I want to say I said that right, you guys. Ugh, I don't even know if my camera's actually focusing, but it's kind of like a lip oil slash gloss, and it's supposed to glide on, you guys. So I'm gonna kind of break the seal. Yes, it just brings so much nostalgia, you guys, to be honest with you. Do you guys ever remember going to like convenience stores or even like your dollar store, that whatever you have in your community, and they had those little rolly balls and you just got them? I don't know, me as like a child, a little preteen, I used to love the little rolly balls. So yeah, that's what this actually reminds me of. And you know what, how about I try this one, since I am going to be trying that lip oil that has a little bit more tint later on. Let me see. Oh yeah, and it's so cooling because you have like that little metal piece right there. It doesn't really have like a taste, but it's very smooth. It does have like an oily kind of feel to it, which is actually the type of glosses that I personally like. Okay, let's get to the next thing. So I do have this mascara from Ayeko. I have not had like really great experiences with Ayeko kind of mascaras, to be honest with you. This is Black Magic right here. I have tried their mascara. I'm not even sure if it was this one, but it was a sample size, but it flaked like crazy. So I just start to get that whole kind of raccoon eye situation happening, which I don't typically enjoy. If I'm just gonna be at home or I'm filming here, that's when I actually use a mascara like this, just so it doesn't go to waste, you know? And then we have this other mascara, which I'm super happy when I saw this, that this was actually going to be an option for the August box. I was already running out of the one that I have, and now this one, it's from Thrive Cosmetics, and it's absolutely amazing, you guys. I don't know if they call this like tubing kind of mascara, but I just have to say that this one is the one that I use when I'm going out. See, this one is the Liquid Lash Extension Mascara, so it gives you length, which I completely agree. It doesn't clump up, it doesn't get all nasty and gunky. It's actually very light on my lashes, and you guys, I've just been absolutely loving this kind of mascara, to be honest with you guys. I don't want to open this up. Let me just pull out the one that I actually personally have. Hold on. Yes, right here, you guys. You could tell it's been used so much. So this is the new one right here, and this is the one that I have been using. And I just, like I said, I've been enjoying it so much. I love the wand. It really coats the actual lashes really, really well, which is weird because I personally do not like these kind of, not that it's silicone, but plasticky kind of wands, to be honest with you. But it works with this mascara. I've actually been absolutely just loving it. And when you coat them, it stays on. It doesn't give me any kind of flakes. And it's so easy to come off. Like once you put a little bit in water and you just kind of rub your eyes a little bit, it just starts to kind of like these little rubber pieces. It just like, just falls right off your lashes. It's amazing. So that's a mascara that I absolutely recommend. But yeah, let's get to the next product. And right here we do have this Cryo Sports Booster, ATP Sports. It's called 111 Skin. I don't know how you say this particular company right here, but this is how the packaging looks. I don't know if it's a serum though, because that's what it kind of looks like it's probably a serum. It actually feels pretty hefty, and it also gives you this like luxurious kind of feel to it. Okay, so I could be kind of wrong, but this does seem to be some type of serum. Let me just open it up already, and oh yeah, see? Hold on, let me show you guys first the actual bottle, because you guys are probably like, excuse me, we haven't seen it. And then this is what it actually looks. Sorry, my hand is all twisted up, but you guys see that? So it's definitely a serum kind of thing, and you can mix it with your moisturizer. That's what it actually says. I have been very, very picky with my serums. So far, they've been really good, but I have also been using Defrin for my troubled spots. And it's been keeping like hormonal acne basically away. So that's been a great thing. And I have been able to use other products now that I wasn't able to tolerate before because it would immediately break me out. So I don't know, this would be really, really nice. Now let's get to the part that I have been waiting for and I'm so excited for is the palette, you guys. There was two options for palettes, and of course the one I absolutely wanted was the one from Bailey Sarian. And you guys, it's amazing. I love the colors, like just the whole color concept of it. And then the packaging looked really cute. So here it is, Venice Fling right here by Bailey Sarian. And it's a collaboration with Estate Cosmetics right here. I knew about Bailey Sarian because she does do a lot of true crime videos, and she does like makeup while she's actually pretty much talking about true crime stories and real things that had happened. And yeah, so she does her little murder mystery makeup Monday kind of situations, and I just love it, love it, love it so, so much. Now, the reason why I actually started knowing more about her is because not only have I been watching a lot of makeup kind of tutorials and everything like that, at the same time I heard through my true crime book club that I'm with when it comes to Peter Mon. He has a book club called True Crime Book Club. And I do follow them on Facebook, and I follow him also here on YouTube. And yeah, so those two things kind of came together, and I was like, this is so perfect, you guys. But let me pull it out of its little sleeve right here just to kind of look at the colors really quickly, because I'm actually excited to do a little look. And while I'm doing a look, I will talk to you guys about some of the books that I've been reading, some advanced reader copies that I'm probably going to be reviewing in the future here on my channel, as well as some ideas that I have also for my channel. So it does have a really hefty, nice mirror right here, you guys, but I love the warm tones that there are in here. This is really, I don't know, my kind of cup of tea. These are the kind of colors, especially like the little pops of color that I would say this and that. Like, I don't know, something about this was really calling me. And yeah, so I'm really excited to see like the quality of it, how it actually looks. Bailey Sarian is really known to make these really beautiful looks, okay? And she does it so effortlessly while she's telling stories about true crime that I'm just kind of like, what? Now, I have been kind of dabbling into the true crime books kind of, and I'm so far enjoying them. They're kind of, you know, a lot to stomach. And especially even in the stories that she does give, I'm just kind of like, especially knowing that some of these things are actually true, it's just, ugh, oh my gosh, you guys. And before I forget, you guys, let me already put right down here how much the actual value of my actual bag for the month of August actually was, so that way you guys kind of know. All right, you guys, so how about we get to glamming my face a little bit and start chit-chatting a little bit about bookish things. So let's get started. All right, you guys, so I just had to go and reach for a few little brushes for my eye makeup look that I'm going to be doing. So I did end up pulling out my little thing. It's one of my bookish theme items that I actually received from Owl Crate. I think it was last month or the month before that. And this is supposed to be kind of like a little coin container, but then you take the lid off and you can actually do like a pencil holder, which of course I did a little makeup container right here. But yeah, so I'm going to sit this right here and I'm just going to pull whatever brushes that I feel like using. I'm just going to like grab them. So I think I'm going to go kind of with a little, oh my gosh, I don't know in what direction I'm actually going to be going. I think I'm going to dabble a little bit in the neutrals first, and then I'll probably get that little bit of pop of purple on the bottom portion of my eyelid down here. Let me flip this over, and that way I can show you guys too which are the colors that I'm actually getting, which I should probably have my mirror a little bit closer, because you know, there you go. Yeah, I could see it. I hope you guys can kind of see my face and I'm not going to be blocking it so much. All right, you guys, so I'm going to start, I think, with the color. How about we just do this one, okay, just for now. So my son obviously has been already doing e-learning. That is something that we chose. I know every school district is very different. In some locations, you actually have completely everybody's doing e-learning. And there's other places where they're doing kind of remote learning, where they're actually e-learning some days and then in class some other days. And then some other ones are actually full-blown class every day of the week. These are really rough times. And I think every individual parent has to make decisions based off of, you know, whether the household is all working or whether they even have babysitters. You know, so much takes into account. I have been very blessed that my husband's the one that's working and I don't have to work. I'm just kind of packing this in right in my transition, by the way. It's the same color. I'm just working it. I actually like the way it's kind of showing up. I'm the type of person that I don't dig into the palette. I just tap very lightly and just, I'd rather build up than have that pigment bam in your face and then you don't even know what to do with it, and you tried blowing it out and next thing you know you have a big old raccoon eye because I can't blend it out. So either way, you guys, yeah, I think I'm loving this so far, okay? It's definitely blending really nice. I'm not seeing any kind of powdery kind of look or not streakiness, but like skipping. So how about we start to add a little bit more color around the edges, which I think I'm going to go with this kind of, I don't know, brick kind of red, but it's called Toasty. So I'm going to, yeah, I'm definitely going to go right into it. Now, you really got to get in there, yeah, to kind of pick up the color, which is fine, like I said, for me. I'd rather it be that than too dusty. When it's, no matter what, like even if it's dusty, I go very lightly and then build up. So what I was thinking of doing in the future, you guys, I don't know, hear me out, see if it's something that you guys would actually kind of enjoy. I was thinking, because my son, his first grade teacher, his e-learning first grade teacher, she's absolutely amazing, so nice. And I gotta commend all those teachers that are doing e-learning, and even for those that are actually in the front line, up in the classrooms, also teaching teaching the kids, you guys have to find some very, very creative things to kind of, you know, deal with the kids, whether it's wearing their mask or keeping them involved in their e-learning, especially if they're doing Zoom meetings. It's some tough times for these teachers, and I absolutely just commend you guys for everything that you guys do. I have been noticing that almost every day she does a book, she reads a book to the kids. I just find it very, very fascinating because I love books. So whenever she's reading the book, I'm actually in the background and I can hear her reading the book to the kids. And I just loved it. So I've been writing down since the day that my son started e-learning last week, the kind of children books that his teacher has been actually doing for the kiddos. I'm still probably gonna do it, but I still would like to see your guys' feedback. I know some of you guys, it's been very, very difficult to kind of get more books, especially because budget-wise or whatnot. But I wanted to know if you guys are interested in possibly me making a video, which like I said, I'm probably still gonna do, but of all like the monthly kind of recap of the books that my son's teacher has read to him. So far, it's been a really good amount. I don't know, the way that she's been reading it and kind of incorporating it into their lessons have been really, really good. And some of them are definitely fitting for the times. I don't know why I want to go into that orange, you guys, that rose tattoo right there. I want to kind of build it on there, but I feel like it's going to be too loud. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go. Let me do the little color switch on this. Okay, I had to pause it because it was acting a little funny. So I had to cool down the camera a little bit, let it get itself together, and then I figured I'd come right back. So I'm gonna just color switch this really quickly just to kind of give it a little swirl so it can kind of take that pigment off. And I'm just gonna go into that rose tattoo, you guys. It's something about that. It's just calling my name, and I wanna know how awesome it is. So let me just see. Oh God, I hope I don't regret it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be too loud. Ooh, but I kind of like it. Okay, so yeah, you guys, so I am going to probably be doing a video of like a monthly recap of all of the kind of stories that the teacher basically reads to the first graders in her class. And that way it can give you guys somewhat of an idea of what you guys can read for your kiddos as well. I just thought that would be something that would be really interesting and kind of to add that content in there. Because I'm always also interested in knowing what other kids are kind of reading too during their e-learning sessions or even in school, like what they actually are reading. I find that really, really interesting. Oh, you guys, it's lovely. I love it. Okay. I might have to blow it out a little bit. I have the tendency to only put it on my lids, but as you guys can tell, when I look forward, it kind of disappears. I have a little bit of hooded lids in a way, and I might have to blow it up a little bit, but I'm always so nervous because then next thing you know, I end up over here by my eyebrows, and yeah, that's not the look I'm going for. I'm going to kind of go with this light pink really quick, just to kind of fluff around the edges. I am not a makeup artist, by the way, you guys. I'm a regular person, regular gal here, just trying to do some little bit of makeup. Okay, you guys, so that is the recap for that in regards to what I actually wanted to do when it comes to young little children book content that I wanted to add here. I thought that would be really fun and I don't know, just kind of informative for you guys, in case you guys are interested in knowing. Now, another thing that I have been really busy doing is catching up on a lot of advanced reader copies of books, the ARC books basically. So I have been so blessed and just absolutely happy to be chosen to get some advanced reader copies of some books that are going to be coming out actually very, very soon. So that's why I wanted to kind of do some videos very soon for you guys. One of them has actually been from an author that I've been really wanting to read, you guys. And when I saw that he had the option to get an advanced reader copy, I was crossing my fingers, praying and everything, just to like really hope that I can get this advanced reader copy. I was like, I have been really wanting to. The reason why I found him out was actually through Neil Gaiman. He has actually pretty much talked a lot about Daniel Pinkwater. I don't know if you guys have known about his work, but he does do a lot of like middle grade book to children's books, and I've heard nothing but just amazing things about him. So I have been actually really interested in getting to know his work, and he actually had a middle grade book. It's kind of sci-fi slash fantasy in a way, and it's called A Dorkish Girl. I hope I'm saying that right. And I enjoyed it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not gonna talk too much about what it is because I do want to actually still make that video for it. Sorry, I'm still actually using that rose tattoo right there. I'm building it up slowly because it is very pigmented, and I'm not trying to have a whole orange eye, if you know what I mean. So I'm just kind of like tapping it on my outer lid, and then I kind of fluff it up, okay, so that I can kind of blow it out a little bit without getting like too carried away. But yeah, so I've gotten the, you know, the advanced reader copy, and there's another advanced reader copy that I was able to get. There was a few that I was not able to get that I've been really loving from some authors that I loved. You know, sometimes you can't get what you want, okay? So I think I am going to get a packing brush really quickly. I'm gonna actually go with that yellow, you guys. I'm probably gonna look like a very big hot mess, but you know what? It's okay. We're having fun here. So I'm gonna get this little packing brush. It doesn't have, it looks like it does, but it doesn't have any, and you know, just in case, let me just put a color switch, because I don't know, knowing me, I probably forgot to color switch it. And I do gotta kind of get to cleaning most of my brushes. I haven't had the time for it though. See, it's not really picking up just like that, but let me see if it's at least, oh, but it's, wow, okay. So I couldn't really see on the thing that it's picking up, but it actually is. And again, I'm getting that soul one. It's such a pretty color. It's very goldeny. Oh my God, it reminds me like the sun if it was to sparkle. So beautiful. Okay, bam, you guys, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see. And that's with not even me spraying it. Should I spray it just to see how it would look? You know what? I'd probably do it. Go ahead, let's do this. Wait, first let me do the other eye, because I don't want it to look a hot mess different. Let me just first get the other eye on too, and then I'll kind of add a little bit more and see if I get a little more pop. But it is, oh yeah, I love it. Oh, it kind of looks like fire in a way, you know, like, oh gosh, I'm loving it. Okay, great choice, great choice. Well, at least for me, you guys. I know for you guys may not like the look, but it's okay. You know, everybody likes things very differently. And now what I'm going to do is spray this really quickly. Come on. Oh, okay. All right. And let me see if I could pick up more. Oh, yes. It's looking like it is. Okay. So let me see. Oh, my gosh. Beautiful. Bailey Sarian. You did it, girl. Oh, my gosh. Best investment, you guys. Best investment. Now, she was also, I think, having a restock. I'm not sure if it's still up, but at the Estate Cosmetics website, you can actually buy this palette. So if you guys are interested, you guys can definitely get it. And no, I am not being sponsored or being told to talk about it. I'm just saying, because out of my experience right now, I'm actually really liking it. Now, I am bringing this up a little bit more past my crease line, because if not, like I said, when you guys look at me, you guys wouldn't be able to see that little pop of color, but you guys see that goldish color. Oh, it's amazing. So these colors are very buildable, which is what I actually love, especially if you guys are beginners with makeup. This would be a really great palette, you guys. Okay, so about the advanced reader copy. So I was so happy to also have the opportunity. I don't know if you guys happen to know about the Tea Dragon Society. Amazing, you guys, amazing. It's a graphic novel from publishers are Oni Press, and I believe her name was Kate O'Neill, the one who actually did the illustrations, and she also did the writing. Yeah, I want to say that. And she, oh my gosh, when I heard, that's actually how I got invited to this advanced reader kind of copy website. It was because they seen that I had reviewed her prior book, one of the first ones in her series, which was the Tea Dragon Society. That was the original one that she had made. And I absolutely, you guys, have loved that one. I think if you are someone who actually really likes like wholesome kind of content and like a graphic novel, you guys would definitely enjoy that book. Very simple, quick and easy to read. And it's just about tea dragons and also like different types of like little cultures within this community. And it's just really wholesome, very nice. I'll put the video somewhere up here where I actually review that particular graphic novel. They did end up coming out with the second book, which I completely missed out on. I don't know where I was at. So I am going to get this one. I'm going to try to apply that purple underneath. So I'll just slowly be building that up. Okay, you guys. So yeah, so actually for the second book, I ended up realizing that I had a little bit of coin in rewards and stuff in Target, and ended up getting the Tea Dragon Festival, which is the second installment of the actual series. And that one was also just absolutely amazing, because now that I knew that I got the third installment as an advanced reader copy, which is the Tea Dragon Tapestry, I had to get to the second one, you know, before I got to the third one. So I'm going to talk about that probably in a future review, but I want to say, quality, amazing, good. I'm telling you guys, I don't know why I have lately been reading a lot of graphic novels. What is something you guys have been reading recently? Has there been something that you guys have been reading more, whether it's fantasy, sci-fi, historical fiction? I feel like no one should be ashamed for what they like to read. There's some people that are adults that love to read children's books and middle grade books, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand why people get so bent out of shape about adults, you know, reading younger children book. I'm just like, at least they're reading, right? At least you're getting like the whole idea. Like, let people be, let people read what they want to read. And even if there's people who like, you know what I mean, them kind of like raunchy kind of books, you know, let them do them. Like, just, I don't see, you know, why it's so controversial. I just hope that we get to a point, which I know it's going to be very, very difficult, but like, we get to a point where we just kind of accept the fact that people like what they like in reading, and that's just who I am. Like, I have a variety of books in my little book library. To me, it's like, get all the flavors, you know, all the flavors of the books. Get it, you know what I mean? Like, whatever tickles your reading frenzy, go on ahead and do it. Do what you actually love. I like that purple. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of advanced reader copies and also been reading a lot. I've been in this kick of graphic novels. This one was another book that we received in Owl Crate, Witchy right here, and this is also like a graphic novel right here, if you guys can tell. And it's just amazing, you guys. I also enjoyed it. I am going to give you guys like my full actual review on it. But yeah, so when I start talking about graphic novels, I'm probably going to bring that advanced reader copy in that one and just talk about that. But I've been recently, that's actually what I've been reading. I just find something like really quick to read, and then at the same time you get the like the pictures and everything. I think that's all I'm gonna do for the bottom lash, to be honest with you. But so far I have enjoyed this. I think if you love to kind of build up your pigment, it's amazing. Like, I love it. And since I'm only gonna be doing filming, I am going to just kind of put a little bit of this on. But like I said, the one to go, if you guys want something that's going to last you long, you're going to an event, this one right here, Thrive Cosmetics, is the way to go. Yeah, but I've been really loving, some of you subscribers have been actually very, very great at commenting down below. I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you guys. I love having like a little bit of a dialogue down there, you know, and hearing your guys' thoughts, opinions, and I don't know, also like your reading stuff, what you guys been reading, recommendations and all that stuff. Like, I've been really actually enjoying it. I'm gonna put some on my bottom lash, and oh no, I had accidentally tapped and now I got some on the bottom lid. Ooh, you guys, I'm gonna have to kind of look at, it's getting, see already it's like smudging. I don't know if you guys can see. It's getting on my bottom parts, and oh my god, I'm ruining my makeup. This is how the look actually looks, you guys. I'm kind of leaning in a little bit. I have a table right here, so there's only so much that I can go. But yeah, the mascara, it's mascara, but it doesn't really like boom, you know what I mean? Like really like bam, you have some mascara on, like maybe even fake eyelashes. No, it's just a regular mascara, you guys. And really quickly, let me try this really fast before I actually finish this up. I hope that this has the amount of tint. Just that doe foot though, you guys, it just does not look right. That's the only questionable thing, but okay. Let's see. Ooh. It does have a little bit of tint on it, you guys. Ooh, and it tastes good. Oh my god, that's dangerous for me. That means I'm gonna be licking my lips. Oh, you guys, this is juicy. This almost tastes a little bit like a Jolly Rancher. Just a very little bit, you guys. Ugh. You guys, this is my look. That's it. Nothing fancy. Let me put my glasses on. And let me just finish off this video, you guys. I don't know. What did you guys think about this video? I didn't want to like take too long. I'm gonna try to like make it a little bit smaller, but I did want to chit chat about some of the reads that I have actually been doing. I also actually reorganized a few things in my library nook to kind of like make it work for my son as the background, you know. And also I have been realizing all the books that I have from my book hauls that I just kind of need to get to those videos ASAP, so I need to get better organized when it comes to those. Comment down below with a few of the things that I mentioned. I'm telling you guys, I really enjoy to hear you guys' feedback and kind of have a good conversation with you guys, especially right now while I'm still a small channel. But I am very grateful for everybody who is here or for those who've actually subscribed. But yeah, so either way, you guys, I'm gonna actually conclude this video. I gotta get going. So until next time, you guys, I hope you guys actually liked this video. If you guys did, don't forget to give this video a like. Also subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And of course, click that notification button if you want to get notified every time I upload. Until next time, you guys, toodles. This one is from, let me see, by a roller baby in your ink readable. What? What is it? What? I know my camera's not getting heated. Ugh, it may or may not turn off, but I hope it doesn't. Boy, you better get it together, camera. Okay, you guys, but get a few copies from, excuse me, I'm in the middle of something. Where was I at? I'm enjoying how some of the subscribers, oops, I don't know where I was gonna put this in there, but yeah, okay. Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm so silly. See, I already could tell that I'm not a professional here. I'm gonna get a